All right, today we're jumping into something that's not just changing the game in finance, it's completely rewriting the rulebook. I'm talking about AI and trading. For years it was all about statistical models, but we're in a whole new era now, an age of smart, adaptive tech that's moving at, well, lightning speed. So let's dive right in.
And this really is the big question, isn't it? In a market where machines are making decisions in microseconds, how do you stay competitive? Where do you find that advantage, that little bit of an edge that puts you ahead? Well, more and more, the answer is by using an even smarter machine.
So let's just lay it out, side by side, to see how big this shift really is. On the left, you've got the old way of doing things. Traditional models. They're static, they're based on fixed rules, and honestly, they are completely overwhelmed by the sheer fire hose of data we have today. But then you look to the right. That's AI-powered trading. It's dynamic, it adapts, and it can chew through these massive, complex datasets to spot patterns that are literally invisible to the human eye.
And that brings us right to the core idea today. You see, AI isn't here to replace traders. It's here to give traders a brand new, incredibly powerful edge.
The best way to think about it is like a force multiplier for your own skills. It sharpens every single aspect of your trading framework, from how you build your strategy to how you execute your trades, all the way to managing your risk in real time. This is how you get that competitive advantage in a market that, as we all know, never ever sleeps.
Okay, so how does this all work in the real world? It's not just magic. We can actually break down AI's role into 4 key functions. I like to think of them as the 4 pillars of AI trading.
So let's go ahead and open up this AI toolkit and take a look at exactly how these incredibly powerful functions can start working for you. First up, we've got predictive analytics. Now, this is where AI starts to feel like a genuine superpower. We're not talking about just spotting simple trends here. We're talking about deep learning models that can dig through mountains of data and find these really complex, non-linear relationships that old-school methods would just completely miss. It gives you a much more nuanced forecast of what might happen next. And here's the key takeaway from that. This is all about shifting from being reactive, responding to what the market just did, to being proactive. You get to make decisions based on what the data suggests is about to happen, not what's already in the rearview mirror.
Okay, our second pillar is algorithmic trading, but, completely supercharged by AI. And it's not just about being faster, it's about being smarter with your execution. These algorithms are built to find and act on these tiny, fleeting opportunities in the market that are there one second and gone the next.
But what's really crucial here is that word optimizing. See, AI learns from the market itself to place orders more intelligently. It can use sophisticated strategies like VWAP, that's volume-weighted average price, to execute a huge order without causing a big splash and moving the price against you. It's not just faster, it's smarter execution that can get you a better price.
Pillar number 3, and this one is a huge one, enhanced risk management. An AI system can basically act as your ultimate defense, like a digital watchtower that's scanning thousands of variables in real time, 24/7. It can spot these really subtle, weird patterns that might signal a system failure or a big market shift long before any human analyst ever could.
And at the end of the day, that's what this is all about. It's about building a portfolio that's more robust, more resilient. It's about having a safety net that can handle those unexpected market shocks and protect your capital when things get crazy.
And that brings us to our 4th pillar, sentiment analysis. We all know that fear and greed drive the markets, right? Well, this is how AI actually measures it. It uses something called natural language processing to sift through millions of news articles, tweets, reports, all to get a real-time pulse on the collective mood of the market.
And this gives you such valuable context that you just can't get from a price chart alone. Think about it. Price and volume data only tell you what happened. Sentiment tells you why. And understanding that why can give you a major edge, especially for short-term moves.
So those 4 pillars, that's the foundation of AI trading today. But this field is moving so incredibly fast. So let's take a quick peek over the horizon and explore the really cutting-edge stuff that's just starting to emerge.
Okay, this is where it starts to feel a little bit like science fiction. With reinforcement learning, you have AI agents that literally teach themselves how to trade through trial and error. Then you've got genetic algorithms which basically evolve your trading rules over time, like survival of the fittest, to find the absolute best performing strategies. And of course, fully automated portfolio management where AI is constantly rebalancing for you, taking risk management to a whole new level.
Now this all sounds amazing, right? But the big question is, how do you actually make it happen?
So let's switch gears from the what to the how, with a really practical roadmap for bringing AI into your own trading system.
Here it is, a 5-step plan. Step 1, and it's maybe the most important, data preparation. You have to have high-quality data. Remember the old saying, garbage in, garbage out. Then, you select and train the right model for your goals. Step 3 is absolutely critical, rigorous backtesting. After that, you deploy and monitor it constantly. And finally, the step you can never, ever skip, human oversight.
Let's just double-click on backtesting for a second, because this is where people get into trouble. You can't just test your model on the same data you trained it on. That's a classic rookie mistake that leads to disaster. You have to validate it on new, fresh data it's never seen before. And even better, you need to stress test it. Throw simulated market crashes at it, those black swan events, and see if it breaks. You have to know how it'll perform under extreme pressure.
And all of this really leads us to the most important point of all. This is not a story about machines taking over from humans. The real future, the winning strategy, is all about collaboration.
I love this quote because it just nails it. The goal is synergy. AI brings this unbelievable analytical horsepower, processing data on a scale we can't even imagine. But human intuition, that gut feeling you get from years of experience, that's just irreplaceable. You combine the two, and that's where the magic really happens.
So I'll just leave you with this final thought. The AI revolution in trading, it isn't on its way. It's already here. The only real question left is, are you ready for it? Thanks so much for watching.